Hi everyone, my name is Emily. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be showing you guys how I insert my sinker eyes into my project using a hammer and one of these types of screwdrivers. Today I'm going to be demonstrating on these 30mm sinker eyes. If you'd like to see a tutorial on how I made these glitter eyes, I will have it up on my page. I will upload it at the same time as this video. This is what the backing of the sinker eyes looks like. I've seen other people show like rounded ones, but I like to use these like flat ones. You'll also need your project that you're working on. This is a gecko head that I'm going to be using for the demonstration. You'll need some type of cloth. I'm using a folded up old t-shirt that I no longer use. And this is a screwdriver that I got from Harbor Freight. I'm going to be using the handle for this project, so you won't need any of the bits or anything that come with it. We're basically going to be using this opening in the handle to go over the back of the eye backing. You'll also need a hammer. First, you're going to take your project and you're going to stick the front of your safety eye into the place that you want them. When you insert your safety eyes, make sure that the pupil is facing the correct direction that you want them to be in the end. Also, make sure that you push that little screw part all the way through. As you can see, I pushed that screw part behind the eye all the way through the fabric as far as I could. I adjusted the pupils to make sure that they're facing in the correct direction, and I'm making sure that they are equally spaced. I also highly recommend that you leave the clear film to protect the eyeballs, especially since we're going to be using a hammer and they will be face down. We don't want to scratch the surface of the eye. We want to make sure that our fabric is folded up to make a thick padding to protect the surface of the eye and the tabletop that you're working on or the floor. I folded my shirt up into quarters and I'm placing the eye round side down and I'm opening up my project to fit in the backing. I'm placing the backing over the screw part of the eye and you just pop it into the first notch. The first notch ensures that it's not going to move around on you, but it doesn't hold it safely in place. So that's where the hammer and the screwdriver are going to come in handy. Since these are sinker eyes, they have to sink into the fabric and it is very hard to do with your bare hands. Now I'm just going to place the opening of the screwdriver over the round part that goes on the back of the eye backing. Also, this screwdriver is like $2 at Harbor Freight. I got it for free. They had like a coupon, and I really, really like it. I use it all the time, not just for this, but I actually use it for its intended purpose. Definitely not sponsored. But now I'm just going to hit it with my hammer a couple of times. I'm not super abrasive because I don't want to damage my table. You could also just do it on the floor outside, which is what I normally do, but I wanted to show you guys how I do this. Also, I'm not very aggressive with it, so just be cautious so that you don't damage your eye or your table. And now our eye is very securely on. It is on the second notch instead of the first notch. And you can definitely tell it is not going anywhere. Also, on the correct side of the project, you can see that it's now sinking into the project instead of just setting on top of the project. Again, if you'd like to know how I made these glitter eyes, I used basically only stuff from the Dollar Tree minus the eyeball. I got them off of Temu or AliExpress, I cannot remember. I'll have the plain eyes linked in the description. This is the other eye for comparison. You can see that it is sitting on top of the project and it is not sinking in at all like the other side. And I'm just going to leave the plastic film over the eyes until my project is complete and I'm going to repeat the process on the other side. I'm just demonstrating how easy they pop off when you only put it on the first notch and how you can see that it does not sink into the fabric at all when you just push it in by hand. This is the final product. I hope you guys like this tutorial. Let me show you up close how the eye came out. Again, if you want to watch how I made these eyes, there's another video out at the same time. I'll have that linked in the description also. Please subscribe for more content like this. I would greatly appreciate it. And follow me on socials. I'll have them linked in the description box below. You can also see this finished project on my YouTube shorts. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will get to them as fast as I can. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it and I will see you in the next one. Bye!